Sandok, and well, we've seen how big of landslides Sandok matches can be every now and again. I'm curious to see how this one will pan on out.
Yeah, I mean, I take us back to SEA where we had the Thailand versus Cambodia game. We saw a bit of a cluster of boot camp, which I think we might be getting again, which ultimately handed the initial advantage in Cambodia's favor. They won it out in the end, but Thailand came back from I think a 6 or 7 kill deficit to turn it around with a bit of an incredible fight around the rocks just south of Paradise. So I'm excited to see first off what happens at boot camp, and then second off whether that team that doesn't have the advantage coming out is able to bring it back.
Yeah, I cannot see any names, and I think it says 32 versus 31. It's really interesting. But I can see this says Paraguay. There's a red logo as well, and we are having somewhat of a brawl down in. I'm saying somewhat. There's a massive brawl going on down in boot camp.
It's like half the circle right now, but ultimately Paraguay has the man advantage, and they're getting the early kills as well. They've already got 4 in their favor, and there's a couple more players knocked. So it's looking a little bit rough for Peru. Only about 10 players for Peru dropped, whereas it's more like 20 for Paraguay. So that man advantage is just ultimately the thing that's getting them to those initial gunfights. But Peru seem to be striking back. The little sneak attack is getting them a bunch of kills. Can he get a second when he can? Flush the kills out, or just get a third? Why not? Oh, the flush eventually comes in. Japarona saving his teammates' lives. The flushes didn't come in as well, so the reses will come in their favor. But the Peruvian players are managing to hold on. Got 24-22 now.
I'm going to be your color cast this game. I can feel it. You provide me some more radio broadcasts. This is amazing. It's like watching PUBG, but if it was made in 1995.
Imagine how bad the game would be like that. But yeah, we're getting so many knocks.
I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's just a different, it's like a new take. It's like watching PUBG but with different glasses.
But right now, the fight sort of feels equal. Right? They're all trading the kills. We saw those little sneak attacks, but ultimately, if you're not getting the flushes, you're not helping your team out. You're not getting those final kills and pushing the man advantage in your team's favor. So the lack of flushes from Peru is really why Paraguay is able to hold on. But ultimately, Paraguay does have that man advantage. So I think they should be able to close out this gunfight in boot camp in their favor.
Peru racking up some more kills as we speak, but a quick return comes in there from the guy with the name starting with J.
Japarona.
It's like he's a big white smur. It's like watching playing PUBG, but it's Doom Nukem. It's amazing. I love it. It's actually really interesting. Danny finds himself one, stays alive with minimal HP, and maybe this is the turnaround that Paraguay needs.
Yeah, somehow they've still not got that man advantage, despite having the overall advantage in boot camp. They're losing more players than Peru right now. It feels like the players from Peru that did drop boot camp are more effectively able to get those 2 pieces and get those flushes in. So
are there only anyone who's not in boot camp?
Vengan derecha.
Te sobra una mira longa, ¿ves?
Oh. Yo estoy contigo, Hilo.
Te sobra la mira longa.
Están entrando al galpón de adelante, decirle. 3 en el galpón de adelante a la derecha, hacia la derecha están yendo.
Están entrando a los galpones a la
No,
derecha.
son nuestros socios nomás.
No, nuestros capes son. Nuestros socios son, LOL.
Por el sur de Dios.
Ahí están por acá, son como 4 cerca del hangar. 5 jugadores.
Well, let's take a look at how things are sounding over at the side of Peru. I heard single. I understand that. That's 5. And then I heard C. That means yes. And I heard something that sounded like Viva la Vida Loca, but I don't think that's what they're actually saying.
Están saliendo recién de Paradise, chicos.
Oh my lord, they're speaking so fast. Oops, that's an oopsie. Come on, Peru. A little bit of a lul in the chat. No laughs. It's all serious face for Peru. It's all serious face for Peru as they try and see if they can turn this into a win. They have managed to get quite a few players out of this area, and they are, as you can see now, getting the backup of their friends coming down from Paradise Resort.
Holiday's over for them.
Do you push into this now, or do you just wait for them to come out?
I think you just sort of set up, right? Because the circle is, I think, a little bbit shifted north. I mean, I think they're in phase 1 here. Admittedly, I've been so focused on this fight that I've forgotten where the circles are gone. But I don't think it's worth pushing in, right? You've done quite well to not have a man disadvantage coming out of this, given the the extra pressure from having more Paraguayans and Peruvians, and somehow Peru is holding on to that kill lead really well. You know, it's only one player,
right?
But it's only one player. But they've kept that kill lead just at that level for now. And if they could just keep trading now to the end of the game, ultimately they will win.
I'll see if they will. It could be the map that throws Paraguay out of the tournament. Peru already ahead 2-0. If you didn't get a chance to watch him, you can go back and watch the VOD. Peru finds one more. It seems like they don't want to sit around and wait. They are running back into the land that was lost just before, but this time they come with reinforcements.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're going for the push, but it does seem to be working. The Arctic's just running in and getting kills for free. He gets a flush as well, so pushing the man advantage once again up. The trade eventually comes in once again as Arctic sort of baited him a little bit. But I'm surprised Peru's going for the push, coming into the boot camp, which realistically, if you're pushing something that's got this many angles on it, it's going to be a bit of a rough one. But it kind of feels like both teams have forgotten what game they're playing, and they're just going for the straight-up gunfight rather than playing PUBG.
Might as well. It's there's this thing where when you land in boot camp, you just automatically become like a slaughter machine, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like
we're not going to see 10 minutes in this game. It definitely feels like both teams are just committing to the boot camp fight, committing to get the game over right here. And right now, it definitely feels like Peru are the one in the ascendancy.
The pride of Sanok is boot camp. Oh, you gotta shoot, mate. You gotta shoot. You gotta control that grocer spray too. That's unfortunate. Left click is shoot. Now he knows.
Well, maybe he's rebounded to middle mouse and forgot.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. I remember, I don't know who it was. I once heard, it was like before PUBG was a pro thing. I had a guy who liked to shoot with spacebar.
I'm going to make you very ill by saying this. I used to do that in CSGO.
But it makes absolutely no sense.
I always have the idea that by pressing another button on your mouse, you would make your recoil worse. So I was one of the few people that used to do it, where the only button on your mouse you'd use is like right click if you're an AWP, and you just shoot the spacebar.
Makes no sense. Either way, Peru seems like they've been somewhat of a lockdown. Yeah, we've seen enough of it already. Don't shoot your teammates. Nope, it's still your teammate. That was just a "stop shooting me" shut that came in return. You know, when they can't communicate together, it's one of those no, stay away. And well, it's not looking good if you are on the side of Paraguay right now. I had to commit to one res, couldn't get both of them. Here comes the pusher on the side. The buff UMP comes in handy, and they find even more.
And somehow Peru's turned this into, well, initially it looked like a bit of a rough one with the extra players from Paraguay dropping into boot camp. They somehow turned it into a 6-kill lead. And there are so many Paraguayan players knocked. It kind of feels like Peru just have the better gun skill. You know, they're in terms of mechanically, they're a much better team. And I think that's what we're seeing right here. It's just, even though Paraguay maybe had a better idea by committing more players, the sheer gun skill from Peru has pushed it in their favor.
This looks like it's going to come to an end short. Having said that, they are still continuing to kill one another. And, well, there might just be maybe not. Might just be a chance. I don't want to say it's over till it's over, though. Again, we have seen some crazy comebacks before. Will this be it, though? I am not sure.
You know, they say it's not over till the fat lady sings, but right now I'm hearing a faint voice on the wind. It definitely feels like
crescendo build up. That's slowly coming to an end.
It definitely feels like this is
there's already knocked players on the side of Paraguay. They need to put together somewhat. I mean, I can see that there are 2 knocked players. Thank you. And it's a 3v. Is it 12 or 18?
Make that 2. It is 12. It is 12.
2v12.
Yeah,
6 kill each.
That's doable.
I've killed more than 6 people in boot camp before. It's not impossible.
I rarely join boot camp, so I don't think I actually have. But, yeah, they got the res, so only 4 kills each now.
Yeah.
Make it easier by the second. And if they're going to run in one by one like Arctic's trying here, then maybe there is that possibility. But
yeah, you never know.
Not if he's just going to get the kills.
That is a fair point. There's a Grocer too, so I might as well try and see if you can make use of it. Here comes the rest. They found one. There's just a few more left to find. There is a player knocked as well. Won't be able to get back on his feet. There falls one. Just 2 more left. You got to land the shots. That's one of them. Another 11 to go.
Yeah, I mean, this is a start, but there's 2 players left. There's 12 Peruvians.
Every comeback starts with the first knock, right? Now we just need more.
No.
No.
Never mind.
Not gonna happen. Paraguay are out 3-0 is going to be the score in the favor of Peru. What a hell of a performance by them. They